Hi guys. So in today's video I want to talk about karma, and I think the title will say it all, or rather will say what's most important, but I will elaborate a little bit on it. And yeah, let me start by telling you that I think a little more than 2 years ago I started believing in karma. Whereas before that, I had always been skeptical of that idea, and I always thought that it was kind of, I don't know, it didn't, not just that I wasn't sure that something like that actually exists, it also just didn't really, for me, met my idea of justice or just system, let's say, of retribution, or yeah, just I just didn't think that it is actually a just and fair idea. And last year, of course, I also started to not believe in karma anymore, because this very short phase basically of my life where I believed in karma was only only ever existed because at that point in time I was on some level basically accelerating, or progressing in my, let's call it, spiritual awareness, right? And I encountered some very particular and also kind of peculiar problems, and what the, yeah, basically the universe, or maybe, yeah, the matrix we live in, threw at me at that time was that explanation, um, that, oh, that is all happening because you are wrapping up, or however, especially tarot readers and members of the spiritual community often phrase it, you are just now closing up a negative cycle, a negative karmic cycle in your life, and that is why you have to go through this now, or something like that, right? And also, like, I would read explanations from tarot cards, or rather oracle card decks, where they spoke about karma also, and explained that, oh no, you can't just say, no, I don't believe in karma, and all of the things from the past lives then won't matter anymore, or won't have any effect on your life. Where I really thought, like, I was always skeptical, like, I always thought, like, why the hell would something I did 10 lifetimes ago, or just in my last lifetime, right, um, matter now? Like, why would you be kind of punished, or, like, just say, experience the repercussion with so much delay? How could that possibly, when you don't even remember, like most of us don't, right? When you don't even remember what you did wrong in a past life, then how would that make sense? How would that contribute to your growth, or your understanding of anything, that you get to feel or experience the repercussions now? So why is it then that many people really are convinced that they have experienced karma in their life, like karma at work? Like, they are convinced that they had certain experience because it was something maybe that they repeated from another lifetime, and they are very sure of it, or because they have seen, maybe do somebody else do something that they would consider evil or bad, and later this person would, you know have any kind of event in their life that could be explained by a karmic retribution, or just consequence, right? Yeah, why is that? Well, it's because, and that's just the thing that I also really finally started to understand last year, and what I'm still every day kind of, what still um, seems so weird to me now that I have to kind of accept it as reality, or a part of reality, that when you understand that everything is a projection in this world we live in, and that that really it is your own thoughts and your vibration that determine what kind of outer reality you get to experience, um, even down to the versions of other people you manifest and so on. And when you realize all of this, you can probably understand that what people often think is karma is just guilt and regret, and also this wish for, that I can totally understand, this wish for there to be such a, let's say, thing as divine justice, or a force that makes sure that the divine order, or even just our ethical norms, or our ideas of how you should live and treat other people and so on, are that they are protected, basically. I also always thought it would make sense, and it would be great if there was such a thing, like a spiritual police, right? That makes sure that nobody gets away with anything evil or any crime, be it on the material or the other spiritual planes or whatever. Even if they, you know, that even if there's they sometimes, or for some time, get away with something in the 3D, for example, that they would still have some kind of consequences for that in another level, right? But that's also, if that actually works, similar to the idea of karma, that's because people really believe in it and they manifest it themselves, and then they say something like, see, karma did this and that, right? I mean, I guess that is almost always true or important, but especially also when it comes to the idea of karma, that is, I think, closely, or the definition of karma someone may have. I think maybe not all definitions are exactly the same, right? Um, that is heavily influenced, I think, by our subconscious mind also, and maybe ideas of right and wrong, and forms of um, whatever we believe about justice and creating balance or order or whatever. Um, that's really, really also, I think, a subconscious mind thing, because I tend to forget to mention the subconscious mind. So, to sum it all up, just as there is no such thing as divine timing, for example, because whatever you manifest at a certain point of time is what you will get to see and experience, um, there is no such thing as karma. But one last thing I have to mention in this context is, I think, another reason that sometimes people can't see how they manifested a certain situation themselves, and rather think it has got something to do with karma or their karma. I think and I can also speak from personal experience, right? As I've kind of already mentioned in the beginning of this video, sometimes it just has to do with your soul contracts. Because when you find out that you have a certain soul contract about anything, or yeah, it doesn't really matter, that you might don't want to fulfill, so to speak, right? Now that you consciously know of it, that can also feel like a karmic situation, because you feel bound to something that you, as especially you as a human being right now, did not consent to, but that was like a pre-birth agreement that, yeah, some other part of you kind of made or had to make. um and yeah, but that's like a whole other topic, and also a very interesting one. But for all I know, I'm gonna mention this now, um, the only way to change your soul contracts or abandon them altogether and maybe invent new ones is to raise your vibration. And yeah, then you'll have new opportunities, new powers, so to speak, um, or for manifesting what you really want. Yeah, and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was clear about what I wanted to say, clear enough for you to understand. And till the next time, bye.